Hello, very good morning, folks. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the Bangalore 11th March 2023 races, folks. Races looked very competitive. Almost few last days, extra days are going on. Folks, you win some, you lose some, and some you don't play. Today, especially few races, just ignore, folks. There is just no point. Winner finding is finding a needle in the haystack and all kinds of funky stuff, hanky panky business. I can see it in the books. First and last race, especially, they are pathetic Class 5B races. Just ignore. The baby race is quite competitive. Unless in the paddock somebody looks fit enough, I'll stay away from the baby race itself. Okay, going straight to the race, folks. First race, the Count Fleet Plate Division 2, 1400 meters, Class 5. Really, folks, it's really a bad, pathetic race. The War Trail may be favorite because of Chiku. He's been riding well. Yesterday he had a triple dawn rising. But I mean, no way, unless somebody looks exceptionally well in the paddock, I'll put a 5 rupees or 10 rupees, but that's about it. The second race, the Classic Story Trophy Handicap Trophy Division 2, 1200 meters, Class 4. The race looks between the two horses only. There's a horse called Foy. He's been running quite consistently, folks. And there's a horse called Agera. Pradeep Anaya owns, Pradeep Anaya trains, and John's riding. I'm very sure it's so-called quote-unquote on job. And there is a horse called Golden Starlet, folks. It's owned by Mr. S.N. Harish, a big-time punter. Actually, he has 3-4 horses today with a very decent charge. Yesterday also, I like Mystical Merkaba, but I guess the odds went south. But if they had tried, he would have won. He was just flying at the end. Anyways, I just keep an eye all of his horses. Golden Starlet had 2 mock races, not just one. So something must be cooking. So keep an eye. The third race, folks, the Frankel Stakes. It's a mile race. There is a horse called Speaking of Stars. After 2 years or a little 1.5 years or something, he came back. He was flying at the end, quote unquote non-jobber, to see how he's running. He ran from nowhere. He came and finished third. He's a 7-year-old, but he has his own class. If he's fit enough and if the money is there on him. Again, there is a horse of S.N. Harish called Armory. He's also had not one but 2 mock races. All his horses have had mock races, so they are ready to go. It's just that if the bucks come, and not just a small amount, they bet big. And he has a lot of followers who bet another big amount. So keep an eye on Armory. Armory also had a decent form to go. There is a horse called Hope Island, but it's a nice horse, but I think that he's not a weight carrier. He is carrying 62.5 kilos, folks. I think a little difficult for him. The race should be between Armory and speaking of stars, folks, I think. Race number 4, folks. It's a class 2 race for 1400 meters. Shamrock, all his life, ran without the tongue strap and the blinkers, and all of a sudden the Naredus had a brilliant idea to run him in the derby with blinkers on and tongue strap. He ran miserably. He is a classy horse, folks. There is no question about it. He's class above these characters for sure. If he is within himself and today also runs without blinkers and tongue strap, I think he can win this race. De Villiers is a moody kind of a fellow. 1200 meters would have been ideal distance, but anyways, he comes from way back, so maybe 1400 meters is okay. And there is a horse called Douglas. If you forget his last run, he can, if Shamrock is not in the mood, odds may go up. I will not bet if it's 60, 70 paisa. I think it may go up to 90 or even money at the race time. So, we'll see. The race number 5, folks, 1200 meters class 4. It's another one of these races which is very, very open, folks. There's a horse called Empire of Dreams. Hindu Singh is riding. He's been running decent races, folks. He's very much in the game. Then there is Ramu's horse, Star Admiral, but Ramu's horse is, unless somebody presses button, you never know. Sociable is a decent horse, but he gets a blinkers on, should be make it some difference. And the stars above. There are 4 horses for sure who come into reckoning. I thought I decide in the paddock, folks. Do come on my same channel for my paddock review. It's getting very popular. I may not be able to give you a pure winner, but I have saved a lot of people lots of money by saying his weight is down, his coat is off, things that I am good at. I am not a paper handicapper, neither do I do handicapping. I just read the form and then decide in the paddock. That's what my expertise, and that's what I learned. Next race, the Major C. Newton Dave, the way Dave Memorial Trophy for maiden for terms for 3 years old only. It's really, folks, each and every horse in this race, I can make a case out of it. 2 horses already has a mock race. One is Irfan Gotala's horse, Farazon, and one is Auspicious Queen. Amazing Attraction. Ataoli's horse had a mock, decent mock, nothing great, but nonetheless a mock. Auspicious Queen, again, it is owned by S.N. Harish. Narayan Gowda trains, they all in and out, sort of. If the bucks come, then the horse will fly. Money makes the mare go round and round. That is what the saying is. 3 horses already, I told him, of his are running. This race is even Paddy's horse, Mysticos, had a decent run. And Paddy, like Pacey or John Cosden, normally give run first time. The horses do improve. Paddock is the right place to decide, not the paper on the paper who looks good and blah blah blah. Race number 7, folks, is class 3. Class 3, as I always say, is always very competitive. This race, folks, each and every horse has a decent chance, believe me. I thought stay away from this one and the next race. There is a horse called Palush who kind of comes from way out and runs a good race. There is a horse called Clever Hans. There is a horse called Seamai Hills who runs very well with Suraj on. And of course there is a Travers Mount Augusto who also comes way in the picture because of 52 kilos. There is a horse called Spectacular. It's very difficult, this race. I only place bet or maybe leave the race. Race number 8, folks, the Count Fleet Plate Division 1, 1400 meters. Again a class 5 to close the day. Again a very, very open, whoever the money betting trend. Baroness, Altair, Emeraldo, Konichiwa, Country Jewel. I mean, you name it, anybody. It's anybody's game. Be selective, folks. 3-4 races look very good. Just stick to those races. If you make money, fine. If you don't, just close the chapter for the day. Good races, Bombay and all the centers are coming. You have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Gamble sensibly.